Well, how does that make you feel? It makes me feel warm and tingly. That's both walls right there. A little ventilation to run between them. It's pretty breezy today, so it's already, for the most part, it's dry. But we're going to go in for lunch. Look at that. Would you look at that? My goodness. Loving it is an understatement. And it really soaked it up. It's looking good. Wow. But enough about me and Amber Shellack's relationship. We're going to get those dried up. And after lunch, we're going to come over here. Phase 3, we're going to cut down those Luan. And we're also going to cut down some of these 1x4s. I usually get 29 or 30, I told you. I rarely have one left over. 2 at the most. But we'll see. We'll see. But I want to get the front panel, the rear panel, and then maybe the number 2 on top of the front and on top of the back panel done. And if I can do that, that won't be a full day, but I think that'll be enough of today to make me happy and feel like I've accomplished something. So let me go get some grub and I'll see how I feel after that. All right, it's the morning. Job inspector on duty, checking out the tools, making sure they're charged up. Everything's ready to go. He feels good about the work surface. Feels good about the tools. Oh, did you find something? Oh, he wants the attention over here. So, I have got today to take 10 panels. These panels are 6 wall panels and put them on here. Then I've got 4 ceiling panels, front and back ceiling. But I don't think I will put on the back right away. As you see, I normally do not till further in. Man, will you look at that? That's beautiful. Beautiful. So, and you can see this is the same amber shellac, but just different kinds of wood. And that gives it a nice contrast. So what I think my goal is probably to get at least 7 panels up, maybe 8. So all 6 of the walls will go up. Then it is my intention to put the front 48 up. And then it makes that kind of weird turn. And we will then put up, I think it's an additional 28 to make that to the roof. Then we'll start at the roof line and go across. We don't get to the roof for quite some time. And as far as the back, we need a way to get in and out of here. Because remember, this is the front kitchen. I want to build that front kitchen before I cut the door. I don't know. That's just how I do it. That's how I do it. Don't worry. It's just how I do it. Now, I think that'll be a pretty good... Yes, I do have my steel toe flip-flops on today. I think that'll be a pretty good thing to get done this morning. I've got a call with a potential customer right before lunch, so I've got to make sure that I am available for that. So I've got about 4 hours, 3.5 hours to get that process done, and I think that should be fairly easy to do. Then it's, I don't know, man. I could install next. I could install here, the wheel wells. Then, I guess the next logical step is to map out the potty closet and the front kitchen. I think that's my next logical step after that. So, I'm still liking this. It doesn't bother me. Thought it would, but it doesn't. We'll see. I think it'll really almost disappear once you put everything down, which is what we want. We want it to be there and look cool. We just don't want you to go, oh, the floor. No. Well, look at that angle. Dang on, that's nice. All right. I'm so in love with amber shellac. All right, let me get some work done. Got these first two up, both in the front. Just kind of wanted to show you. This is a compact, Shasta Compact. But it's pretty tall, especially coming off of that small Scotty that we did, where I hit my head. If I stood up, smushed my hair down. So even in the drop down. So I want to show you. I mean, it just depends on which small camper you get. Now that Scotty's going to fit in anybody's garage. I do not foresee this would not fit in a standard garage by any means. But Russ could stand up in here. I mean, me standing up in here is not that big of a deal. Somebody like Russ standing up in here, that would be a deal breaker for him. So it's pretty cool. Plus, I kind of just wanted to show off that amber shellac. I know I'm on an amber shellac thing. I got to get my life together. I'm working on it. But I just thought, and you can see I put my, man, I hit that on that first try. Did you see that? That right there. Put that 90 up. Good job, Rob. You could point to things. Listen, I've been alone a long time out here in the country. I'm just amusing myself. I'm just having a great time. Probably didn't even turn on the video. Okay, I'm going to finish this up and I'll show you. I just kind of wanted to put a little of that zip in the middle there because I find some of these things a little bit interesting in my mind, and I thought, well, maybe I'll share it with my people out here. You know, you guys, you deserve some commentary, and there it is. Pow. Look at that pizzazz. Woo, pow. There we are. There we are. So far, looking good. Looking real good. Got some real tight lines up and through. Shellac dried real nice overnight. That was the easy part. Now, I've got to make a determination. Ugh, boy. Should I leave the front open and build the front kitchen? And I can. It's not that hard to do because we know where it's supposed to stop. All along here. First thing I really need to do is put my little stabilizer board all the way, 2x4 all the way across. I'll do that. Especially now that I know where this line is. And that was a perfect match. Man, I was so happy with that. Right there. Take a look. What do you think about that? So I've also got this piece. This is the door side where the door should go. So I can set that there. Just make my mark. Man, that's almost exact. Good job, Rob. You made straight lines. I'm going to mark that there. That'll tell me exactly where my door goes. And then I can mark that with my tape on the inside. And then I have my measurement. Because I like to push the parts that have storage all the way. Right up to the edge. And still have room for the door to open. And still have a little extra room for you to do whatever you're going to do here. There's not going to be a stove in this one. No burners. But we do have, well, I covered it up. Let me take you around the side here. And we've talked about this before. But we've got to make space for this big refrigerator. So I'm going to unbox it. Got the matching right there, microwave. And it's pretty tall. It's at least 32 inches tall, which means I'd have to probably go somewhere around 34 to 35 here, but I can't go up past this point for the window. So the transition is here from countertop to window. That doesn't mean that we have to start right here. We don't. We've got a little extra, so we could bring it up here, here. So that gives me some room to decide. Oh, look at that. Anyway, that gives me room to make my kitchen a little bit taller if I want to. And I do want to. So that reminds me, I've got to get that Wilson art on order. Woo! Good thinking, boys. All right, let me get to work on that. I have decided to leave the front piece off for right now. And I'm going to build the front kitchen as is, which shouldn't be a problem. Might even be helpful. So they're really going to build the front kitchen and begin the potty closet. So I had to make sure that I had my stabilizer in there. Really, that's just a little angled piece that it cuts the daylight off right here, really. If we're going to be honest about it, that's what it does. And when I put that 1x across here at the very bottom for the front of the ceiling, it gives you something to nail into. Real nice right there. Then down here, now you can see that when we set that 1x, it's going to sit right on top of here. And so anything down here is uncovered. We could leave that uncovered, but it'd look kind of silly with the rest of the skin coming all the way down here. So I put this filler piece in here all the way across. And what I'll do is I'll start probably about right in this area, and I'll drop some metal all the way down to here. No, I won't. I will drop it down even. Let me get a better good camera shot. Glad you stopped by. I will run some metal even with this that will be white. So it'll go from here, cover this up, cover up this open space, match this. It just gives it a much cleaner look. You can see over here on this comment right here. See? Much cleaner look. Be a much cleaner look over here. So I'm going to put that metal on now so it's not a hassle later. Then I will finish marking out my kitchen, measure for my kitchen, measure for my potty closet. I do have the dimensions for the potty that is on its way. It's a composting toilet. So that'll be our first installation of a composting toilet. I'll get that measured out and I'll get started on that.